But you might be wondering, well, what's a trig? But before we can answer that question, we first need to ask ourselves, what's a trig? Hey Rascal.
Yeah.
Wellies or boots? Now then, it's currently 7:46 p.m. and I've decided to come out for a walk because I fancied bagging a trig tonight. So I've come to possibly the windiest place on earth right now. I'm in, it's pretty much Wascally. It's near Stanhope. If you come up Crawley Side Bank, out to Stanhope, follow the road up there, and where it splits off, you take the left, and there's a little car park thing along, well, it's not really a car park, it's like a lay-by side of the road up there. I'm just in there. But it's a close one, a little bit of road walking, and then up a dirt track. And you go past like, I'm looking at it now, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. These are the antennas up there. Gotta go past there, I don't know what it is though. It's very windy. I don't know how well this is coming out on camera. It's like a lone cloud just floating around. Very weird. We're just about at the gate here, where we need to walk up there. Oh, I could have driven through there. Oh well. But I noticed, as usual, spots me I want to see. So, don't know how well it's coming out again as usual, but just down there in the hillside, there's a huge cluster of trees, and there's roads leading to it or through it. That looks quite interesting. I'll have to find out what that is. I definitely could have driven up here. I bet there's a car park up here. What if it's a dogging spot? Told you it was a close one. There it is. What the hell is that? Oh. Sheep's wool. Bag of. Not still attached to a sheep, thankfully. We made it. That looks pretty freshly painted, to be fair. No graffiti, which is nice. So, we found it. And if you've seen any of my other previous videos, you'll know that I do love a trig. But you might be wondering, well, what's a trig? But before we can answer that question, we first need to ask ourselves, what's a trig? Some people say the trig in trig point is short for triangulation. And these pillars were built at high points, and they were used to triangulate the country to make maps. Supposedly, they were put there by Ordnance Survey. But the thing is, it doesn't make much sense. Because we have Google Maps, we have Google Earth. Why would you need to build concrete pillars to make maps? The truth is, there's a lot of different theories on exactly why these were built and how old they are, how long they've been here, who put them here and why. But honestly, nobody really knows. See, like I say, one of the theories is they used to map Britain. Another one of the theories is when the Earth was flat, people got a little bored. You know, people wanted more of a challenge. So they put these in place to be able to pull on the earth to create hills such as this. And I think it's a good theory, to be honest. It makes a lot of sense. Because if you look around in the distance, all the hills that you see around here, the highest points of all these hills, they all have a trig on them. Now, nobody really knows how they were pulled up, what sort of machinery they used, but I think it's a pretty solid argument. Another theory is, of course, aliens, which, to be honest, is still a bit more plausible than maps, if you ask me. I think I'm lost. Which way have I gone? Nope. This way. No. Yep. This way. But there's no answer to why. One of the theories around aliens is they're simply used as homing devices. I have gone the wrong way. I didn't come up this way. I'll go this way. Long ago, when aliens were, you know, inhabiting the Earth, they built these pillars in order to make it easier to come back, to return. And as we know, that was millions of years ago. And they don't seem to have returned yet. So, you know, it's a bit shaky, that theory, to be honest. Another theory, oh, Jesus Murphy. How is it less windy here? Another theory, see, it's a bit of a controversial one. Legend has it that the reason there is 3 in an area, because, you know, as I say, triangulation, which again, I want to point out, that would mean it was a trig angle. That's not how you spell triangle. Trig. Trig angle. Trig angle? So yes, there's 3. And legend has it. Now, I don't know if anyone has tried this personally, but you know, there has been extensive research on this subject. And there is evidence that points towards this being somewhat true. They're used as a birthing aid. Well, not so much birthing, more impregnating aid. Now, that's why it's a bit controversial, but the way they work is you need 3 people, each to stand on the corresponding trig points in that specific area, and a man must be a man, a male human, stands exactly in the center point of the 3. If this is done on a full moon, the man standing in the center point will in fact become pregnant. Now, I don't know about you, but I kind of want to give that a try, just to see what happens, you know. I mean, can you feel it? Like, is it instant? It's like pregnant? Or can you like stop it? Maybe just lure someone there. That might be better. Yeah, you could lure someone, but then you're going to have to get another 2 people that are in on it, that are willing to stand on the trig point at midnight on a full moon. I mean, it's worth a shot, I think. Another theory is they're simply meeting points. Meeting points for the local farmers, and they just gather at the trigs and get drunk, really. Kind of like A bit like Stonehenge, but like they just couldn't be asked to move all the stones. So yeah, you know, there is a lot of theories, and there's a lot of debate over why they're there. But the truth is, no one really knows, and I don't think we ever will. The pregnancy theory, that's my favourite so far. You know, it's more believable than maps, I think. Google, we have Google Maps. You can look just on your computer, on your phone. You can just look. Like, it's very windy. This year is very cold, very painful. So I'm going home. Thank you for coming with me. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you on the next one.